Hello friends. Today, we are diving deep into the intriguing and often complex relationship between a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman. These two signs, ruled by different elements, water and air, bring a mix of passion, mystery, and unpredictability into their dynamic. While their connection can be electrifying, it also presents unique challenges that require effort and understanding from both partners. Let's explore their compatibility in love, sex, marriage, friendship, and business to uncover what makes this pairing tick. Love compatibility. The relationship between a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman is a fascinating mix of intensity and playfulness. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, is deep, intense, and emotionally driven, while Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is intellectual, adaptable, and spontaneous. When these two come together, there is an undeniable attraction. The Scorpio man is drawn to the Gemini woman's wit, charm, and lively personality, while she is intrigued by his mysterious aura and emotional depth. The initial stages of their relationship can be filled with excitement, as both bring something different to the table. The Scorpio man finds Gemini's mind highly stimulating, and her unpredictable nature keeps him intrigued. At the same time, Gemini enjoys Scorpio's depth and the enigma that surrounds him. He is unlike anyone she has ever met, and his intense gaze and unwavering focus on her can be both flattering and overwhelming. However, their differences can create friction. Scorpio craves deep emotional connection and loyalty, whereas Gemini values freedom, excitement, and constant mental stimulation. If the Scorpio man becomes too possessive or controlling, the Gemini woman might feel suffocated and pull away. Her need to explore and interact with different people can trigger Scorpio's insecurities, leading to jealousy and tension. Scorpio, in turn, might try to impose restrictions on Gemini, which could cause her to rebel and become distant. Gemini is a social butterfly who thrives on communication and intellectual engagement. She loves discussing new ideas, traveling, and meeting new people, whereas Scorpio prefers deep, meaningful interactions and often keeps a close, trusted circle. This contrast in social habits can sometimes make Scorpio feel like he is not getting the exclusivity he desires, while Gemini may feel that Scorpio is too intense and brooding. Gemini's flirtatious nature, even if harmless, may further exacerbate Scorpio's trust issues, making him question her true intentions. For this relationship to thrive, both need to find a balance. Scorpio should allow Gemini her independence, and Gemini should make an effort to reassure Scorpio of her commitment. The key to their success lies in open communication and trust. If Gemini can express her love and devotion in ways that Scorpio understands, he will feel more secure. Likewise, if Scorpio learns to appreciate Gemini's need for variety and avoids being overly possessive, she will be more inclined to stay by his side. Learning to compromise will be vital. Gemini should occasionally slow down and give Scorpio the deep, intimate connection he desires, while Scorpio should work on letting go of his fear of betrayal and allow the relationship to flow more freely. Another crucial aspect of their love compatibility is their approach to emotional depth. Scorpio is known for experiencing emotions on a profound level, while Gemini tends to be more detached and analytical. This can lead to misunderstandings, as Scorpio might feel that Gemini does not take the relationship seriously enough, while Gemini may see Scorpio as overly dramatic. If they can find a way to meet in the middle, where Gemini acknowledges Scorpio's depth and Scorpio appreciates Gemini's lightheartedness, they can create a dynamic that works for both of them. Scorpio must avoid interrogating Gemini about her every move, and Gemini must learn to be more emotionally available when Scorpio needs reassurance. Conflicts can also arise when Scorpio's secretive nature clashes with Gemini's open and curious personality. Gemini loves to talk about everything, including emotions, while Scorpio prefers to keep his feelings private until he fully trusts his partner. This difference can make Gemini feel like Scorpio is shutting her out, while Scorpio may think Gemini is too intrusive. Over time, they must learn to respect each other's boundaries, Gemini should give Scorpio time to open up at his own pace, and Scorpio should make an effort to share his thoughts and emotions more often. Ultimately, their love compatibility depends on their ability to embrace each other's differences rather than seeing them as obstacles. If they can learn from one another, Scorpio adopting some of Gemini's spontaneity and Gemini embracing Scorpio's depth, they have the potential for an exciting and transformative relationship. It will not be an easy road, but if they are willing to put in the effort, their love can be a unique and powerful force. The key is patience, understanding, and a willingness to adapt without losing their core identities. If they can master this balance, their love story will be one of growth, excitement, and deep emotional connection. Sexual compatibility. The physical connection between a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman is a captivating interplay of intensity and spontaneity, where deep passion meets playful curiosity. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, is one of the most deeply sensual and magnetic signs of the zodiac. His approach to intimacy is intense, transformative, and emotionally charged. For him, sex is not just a physical act but a profound, soul-merging experience that allows him to connect with his partner on the deepest possible level. He craves an all-encompassing bond, where emotions and physicality intertwine to create something powerful and unforgettable. His seduction is slow, deliberate, and deeply passionate, pulling his lover into a world of intoxicating desire and raw sensuality. Gemini, on the other hand, is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and adaptability. Unlike Scorpio, she does not approach intimacy with an emotional or possessive intensity. Instead, she sees it as a source of fun, excitement, and discovery. For her, sex is a playground of possibilities, where variety, experimentation, and mental stimulation take precedence. She is flirtatious, spontaneous, and loves to try new things, constantly seeking fresh experiences that keep the spark alive. While she enjoys passion, she does not like feeling trapped or emotionally overwhelmed, preferring to keep things light and engaging rather than overly intense or serious. This fundamental difference in their sexual outlook can lead to both exhilarating experiences and frustrating misunderstandings. Scorpio may initially be drawn to Gemini's playful and uninhibited nature, fascinated by her lively energy and willingness to explore. He will want to pull her deeper into his world of sensuality, exposing her to the power of emotional connection and intense passion. However, he may also struggle with her need for freedom and detachment. Gemini, in turn, might be intrigued by Scorpio's mysterious and magnetic aura, enjoying the way he makes her feel desired and wanted. Yet, she may find his emotional intensity overwhelming, especially if she feels pressured to match his level of depth and commitment. If their differences are not properly navigated, conflicts can arise. Scorpio might feel that Gemini is too flighty, inconsistent, or emotionally distant, making him question her ability to fully commit. He thrives on loyalty and depth, so her flirtatious nature and tendency to lose interest quickly could trigger feelings of insecurity and possessiveness. Gemini, on the other hand, may feel stifled by Scorpio's need for control and emotional depth. She enjoys change and unpredictability, so his serious and all-consuming approach to sex might seem too heavy or even restrictive. However, if they are willing to communicate openly and embrace each other's unique styles of intimacy, their sexual relationship can be nothing short of electrifying. Scorpio can introduce Gemini to a level of passion and emotional connection that she may have never experienced before, helping her understand the deeper layers of intimacy. He can teach her how to slow down, savor the moment, and tap into the powerful emotional aspects of physical connection. At the same time, Gemini can help Scorpio lighten up and add more variety and excitement to their encounters. She can show him that intimacy does not always have to be deeply serious or emotionally intense, it can also be fun, adventurous, and full of laughter. By bringing spontaneity and an open-minded attitude to their love life, she prevents their connection from becoming too heavy or routine. For this pairing to work in the long run, compromise and balance are key. Scorpio must learn to let go of his need for total emotional immersion and allow Gemini the space she craves. If he becomes too possessive or demanding, she will feel suffocated and may pull away. On the other hand, Gemini should recognize and respect Scorpio's desire for depth and emotional intimacy. If she remains too detached or avoids meaningful connection, he may feel unfulfilled and emotionally disconnected. If they can find a middle ground, where Scorpio's deep, passionate intensity merges with Gemini's playful, ever-curious spirit, they can create a sexual relationship that is both deeply satisfying and endlessly exciting. Their differences, rather than pulling them apart, can actually become their greatest strength, allowing them to experience a level of intimacy that is both profoundly transformative and delightfully unpredictable. Marriage compatibility. Marriage between a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman is a complex yet potentially rewarding union that requires effort, patience, and mutual understanding. These two signs have vastly different approaches to life, love, and commitment, which can either complement or clash, depending on how well they navigate their differences. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, seeks deep emotional bonds, loyalty, and unwavering devotion in a lifelong partner. He views marriage as a sacred union, built on trust, emotional security, and an unbreakable connection. Stability is crucial to him, and he desires a partner who is equally committed to building a strong, lasting foundation. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, has a more fluid and adaptable nature. She thrives on change, intellectual stimulation, and variety, often resisting anything that feels too rigid or confining. While she can be deeply loving and affectionate, her approach to relationships is more lighthearted and flexible compared to Scorpio's intense and all-consuming love. She enjoys spontaneity, new experiences, and constant mental engagement, which can sometimes make her seem restless or inconsistent in the eyes of her Scorpio partner. One of the primary challenges in their marriage is Scorpio's need for emotional depth versus Gemini's need for independence and freedom. Scorpio may feel insecure if Gemini appears too detached, flirtatious, or easily distracted by external interests. His natural tendency toward possessiveness and jealousy can become a source of tension if he does not fully trust her. He desires a partner who is emotionally available, deeply loyal, and willing to share an intimate, all-encompassing connection. If he senses any hint of unpredictability or lack of commitment from Gemini, he may become controlling or overly protective. On the other hand, Gemini may struggle with Scorpio's intensity and emotional demands. She values her freedom and dislikes feeling suffocated or restricted in any way. If she perceives Scorpio as too demanding, serious, or overly focused on the emotional aspects of the relationship, she may withdraw or rebel against his need for control. Her flirtatious and sociable nature can also be a point of contention, as Scorpio might misinterpret her playful interactions with others as a lack of loyalty or emotional investment. For this marriage to succeed, both partners must be willing to compromise and adapt to each other's needs. Scorpio needs to learn how to trust Gemini's love without becoming possessive or overly suspicious. He must recognize that her need for variety and social interaction does not necessarily mean she is unfaithful or uninterested in their relationship. By allowing her the space to express herself freely, he can create a more harmonious and secure bond rather than pushing her away with jealousy or control. At the same time, Gemini must acknowledge Scorpio's deep emotional needs and make an effort to provide him with the security and loyalty he craves. While she may not naturally gravitate toward intense emotional depth, she can show her love in ways that reassure Scorpio of her commitment. Consistency, open communication, and emotional honesty are essential for maintaining trust and preventing misunderstandings. She must also learn to appreciate the depth of Scorpio's love rather than seeing it as overwhelming or restrictive. Another key to their marital success is finding a balance between stability and excitement. Scorpio should embrace some spontaneity in adventure, allowing Gemini's playful energy to bring lightness and fun into their marriage. By loosening his grip and engaging in new experiences together, he can strengthen their bond without feeling threatened by change. Gemini, in turn, can help by creating a sense of consistency within their shared adventures, ensuring that while their life remains dynamic, Scorpio still feels secure in their relationship. In the long run, if these two can navigate their differences with mutual respect and understanding, their marriage has the potential to be deeply transformative. Scorpio brings emotional depth, passion, and unwavering devotion, while Gemini contributes excitement, intellectual stimulation, and adaptability. Together, they can create a relationship that is both profound and dynamic, blending intensity with playfulness in a way that enriches both of their lives. For this marriage to truly thrive, both partners must embrace their differences rather than allowing them to become sources of conflict. Scorpio must learn to trust and let go, while Gemini must commit to providing the stability and emotional depth that Scorpio needs. If they can achieve this delicate balance, their union can become a powerful, evolving love story, one where passion meets curiosity, depth meets adventure, and loyalty meets freedom. Friendship compatibility. The friendship between a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman is a fascinating mix of depth and lightness, intensity and curiosity. These two signs have starkly different approaches to friendship, which can make their dynamic both exciting and, at times, confusing. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, takes friendship seriously and values deep, meaningful connections built on trust and loyalty. He is selective about the people he lets into his inner circle and prefers a few close, lifelong friends rather than a large social network. Once he considers someone a true friend, he is fiercely loyal, protective, and deeply invested in the bond. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, has a vastly different approach to friendships. She is outgoing, sociable, and thrives in a wide circle of acquaintances. She enjoys variety and change, constantly seeking new interactions and intellectual stimulation. Unlike Scorpio, who seeks emotional depth in his connections, Gemini enjoys friendships that are fun, light-hearted, and full of new experiences. She can easily make friends wherever she goes and does not feel the need to form deep emotional bonds with everyone she meets. Despite their contrasting styles, their friendship can be an exhilarating and enriching experience. Scorpio provides depth, loyalty, and a sense of security, while Gemini brings excitement, playfulness, and fresh perspectives. Gemini's natural curiosity and ever-evolving interests can push Scorpio out of his comfort zone, exposing him to new ideas, social experiences, and intellectual pursuits he might not have explored on his own. In return, Scorpio can teach Gemini the value of emotional depth, patience, and trust, helping her to form more meaningful and lasting connections. However, these differences can also create misunderstandings and conflicts. Scorpio might find Gemini too inconsistent or unreliable as a friend, struggling to understand her ever-changing interests and shifting attention. Since he values deep emotional investment, he may feel that Gemini does not take their friendship seriously enough. If he senses any dishonesty or superficiality, he might withdraw, as he dislikes feeling like he cannot fully trust someone. His tendency to be secretive and private may also confuse Gemini, who prefers open, free-flowing communication. Gemini, on the other hand, may see Scorpio as too intense, possessive, or serious. She thrives on light-hearted conversations and constant movement, while Scorpio's deep emotions and need for loyalty can feel overwhelming or restrictive. If Scorpio becomes too controlling or expects more commitment than Gemini is ready to give in a friendship, she may start to pull away, seeking friendships that offer more freedom and less emotional weight. For their friendship to thrive, both Scorpio and Gemini need to find a balance and appreciate each other's strengths. Scorpio must accept that Gemini's social and curious nature does not mean she is unreliable or untrustworthy. He should allow her the freedom to explore her many interests while recognizing that she values their friendship in her own way. In turn, Gemini should make an effort to be more consistent and mindful of Scorpio's emotional needs, showing him that she values their connection even if she does not express it in the same intense manner. One of the best aspects of their friendship is the way they can challenge each other to grow. Scorpio can help Gemini become more introspective, emotionally aware, and capable of forming deeper connections. He can also provide a steady, protective presence in her life, someone she can turn to when she needs serious advice or unwavering support. Meanwhile, Gemini can teach Scorpio how to lighten up, embrace spontaneity, and see life from multiple perspectives. She can help him break free from his sometimes rigid or brooding mindset, encouraging him to enjoy the present moment rather than always seeking hidden meanings or emotional depths. If they can learn to accept their differences rather than trying to change each other, their friendship can be a powerful and complementary bond. Scorpio will always admire Gemini's quick wit, adaptability, and boundless energy, while Gemini will respect Scorpio's loyalty, depth, and unwavering presence. Together, they can form a unique friendship that blends excitement with trust, intellect with emotion, and adventure with stability. Their differences, rather than being obstacles, can become the very things that make their friendship dynamic, rewarding, and lasting. Business compatibility. When a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman come together in business, they form a partnership that is both dynamic and full of potential. Their differences can either make them a powerhouse team or create friction, depending on how well they learn to work together. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, is intensely focused, highly strategic, and deeply resourceful. He approaches business with a long-term vision, preferring to plan meticulously, analyze risks, and build a foundation that ensures stability and success. He is not one to rush into decisions lightly. Every move he makes is calculated, and he expects the same level of commitment from those around him. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, has an entirely different way of operating in the business world. She is quick-thinking, adaptable, and thrives in fast-paced environments that require flexibility and innovation. Unlike Scorpio, who prefers depth and control, Gemini enjoys juggling multiple projects, brainstorming creative ideas, and networking with different people. She is excellent at communication, marketing, and sales, easily charming clients and making connections that can open new doors for their business. Together, these two can form a well-rounded and complementary team. Scorpio brings a sense of structure, discipline, and unwavering focus to their ventures, ensuring that their goals are met with precision and efficiency. He is excellent at handling financial matters, uncovering hidden opportunities, and maintaining long-term stability in their business dealings. Gemini, on the other hand, injects excitement, versatility, and fresh ideas into their projects. She can easily adapt to changes in the market, think outside the box, and keep things moving when Scorpio becomes too rigid or overly focused on one aspect of their work. Despite their potential for success, challenges are inevitable due to their vastly different work styles. Scorpio may find Gemini's scattered energy frustrating, especially if she frequently shifts focus from one idea to another without fully following through. Since he values depth and thoroughness, he might struggle with her tendency to multitask and quickly lose interest in long-term projects. If he feels that she is too distracted or inconsistent, he may become critical or try to exert control over her work habits, which could lead to conflict. Gemini, on the other hand, may feel constrained by Scorpio's intense and sometimes rigid approach to business. While she enjoys working on exciting, ever-evolving projects, Scorpio prefers to stick to a structured plan and does not appreciate unnecessary risks. If he insists on micromanaging or refuses to embrace new opportunities, Gemini may become frustrated and feel creatively stifled. She thrives in an environment where she has the freedom to explore different strategies and experiment with new ideas, so Scorpio's serious and meticulous nature might seem restrictive to her. To make their business partnership successful, both Scorpio and Gemini must learn to appreciate and respect each other's strengths. Scorpio should recognize that Gemini's fast-paced, adaptable nature is not a weakness but an asset that allows them to stay ahead of industry trends and seize opportunities quickly. He should give her the space to explore creative solutions while providing the stability and strategic insight needed to ensure that their ideas come to fruition. Similarly, Gemini must acknowledge that Scorpio's methodical and calculated approach is what ensures long-term success. Instead of seeing his intensity as limiting, she should appreciate his ability to analyze risks, make informed decisions, and maintain financial and operational stability. By trusting his judgment in crucial matters and allowing him to take the lead in areas where depth and persistence are required, she can help create a balanced and productive partnership. If they manage to combine Scorpio's determination and strategic mindset with Gemini's creativity and adaptability, they can build a business that is both innovative and enduring. Their strengths, when properly aligned, create a perfect synergy. Scorpio provides the depth and discipline necessary for success, while Gemini keeps their venture dynamic, fresh, and ahead of the curve. By embracing their differences and learning to collaborate effectively, they can form a business partnership that is not only highly profitable but also constantly evolving and full of exciting new possibilities. Final thoughts. The relationship between a Scorpio man and a Gemini woman is anything but boring. Their differences can either lead to intense attraction and growth or to misunderstandings and clashes. Success in their relationship, whether romantic, friendly, or professional, depends on their willingness to embrace each other's unique qualities. Scorpio must learn to trust Gemini's love and need for freedom, while Gemini must appreciate Scorpio's depth and emotional intensity. If they can meet halfway and find harmony in their contrasting natures, their connection can be both exciting and transformative. So, if you're a Scorpio man or a Gemini woman wondering about your compatibility, remember that with effort, communication, and mutual respect, this relationship can be a journey of passion, learning, and unforgettable experiences.